Hi everybody. I hope you are doing super well today, and in today's video, I'm going to speak about an essential topic where new learners make so many mistakes, masculine and feminine. What about understanding how it works? So, let's start with the first part, which is figuring out if a word is masculine or feminine. From a general point of view, in French, a word ending with an E has the tendency to be feminine. It means that it's not 100% of the time feminine, but there is high probability it's the case. Therefore, for example,
Une amie,
ends with an E and is feminine. But unfortunately, there are some counterexamples here.
un nuage,
Is masculine even if it ends with an E. So, a word ending with an E is not 100% feminine, and a masculine word ending with other letters is not 100% masculine. Therefore, how do we deal with that? What are the rules? First thing to be known is that all the nouns ending by
ment,
are masculines. There are strictly no exceptions. So for example,
un monument, un miaulement, un aliment.
all of them are masculines. Another easy point is that all the trees are masculines.
Un pommier, un bananier, un chêne.
And all the others. Also, all the metals are masculines. For example, gold, bronze, iron.
L'or, le bronze, le fer.
The penultimate case where all are masculines is languages.
Le français, l'anglais, le japonais.
And the last one is all the nouns ending with
Isme, osme, asthme.
are masculines. As an example,
Un prisme, un cosme, un fantasme.
what about feminine words? All the abstract nouns ending by
T,
are feminine,
la santé, la générosité, la méchanceté.
are abstracts, and therefore they are feminine. The next thing is the abstract nouns ending with
Heure,
are feminine except for the masculines nouns.
le bonheur, le malheur, le labeur.
Sciences are feminine, except calculation, the right.
Le calcul, le droit.
So now, you are going to learn how to transform a word from masculine to feminine, or the opposite, because sometimes a word can be masculine, or feminine, and we are going to start with masculine plus E equals feminine. From a general point of view, we add an E at the masculine form to get the feminine. For example, we say,
Un voisin,
when we are speaking about a neighbor that is a male, and
une voisine.
when we are speaking about a neighbor that is a female. Another example with the candidate,
Le candidat,
for a male and for a female.
la candidate.
That was the general rule, but there are other cases, and the first one you are going to learn is masculine ending with N or on. In this case, what you have to do is adding
Ne,
to transform the word in a feminine one. For example,
un comédien, une comédienne.
an example with a word ending by
Un baron, une baronne.
the next ending word that we are going to cover is masculine word ending with
Heure,
In this case, what you did to do is to replace the termination by
euse.
Here, you can see an example with solar that we translate by
Un vendeur,
when we are speaking about a man, and by
une vendeuse.
when we are speaking about a woman. Almost the same ending that previously, but this time it's
ter.
And the difference is important to notify, because the feminine termination is not the same at all. As you can see, when the masculine word ends with
ter,
the feminine termination is
tris,
I can give you an example with a male amateur in French, and it's called
un amateur,
and a female amateur in French is called
une amatrice.
Alright, now we are going to see an important ending which is
Et.
And in this case,
R,
is the feminine termination. Let's see an example in order to illustrate this.
un boulanger,
A baker, that is a man, and
une boulangère,
who is a baker, but this time it's a woman. Last one is masculine, which is completely different from feminine. In this case, there is no rule, you have to learn it by heart. For example, a man is translated,
un homme,
and a woman is translated.
une femme.
Another example is, a brother,
Un frère,
in French, and a sister.
une sœur.
As we have seen a lot of things in this video, it's important to summarize all the new aspects, and it's what we are going to do right now. So, we have seen 5 different cases in order to find the feminine word, starting from the masculine one. Of course, if you start by the feminine, you can make the other way around. What is important is to figure out how the word ends. We have seen that one of the possibility is that the word ends by
En, on,
and in this case, at the end of this termination, we add
ne,
in case the masculine word ends with
heure,
the feminine termination is.
euse.
Don't miss out that, if the masculine word ends with
Ter,
the termination also changes, but in a different way, because we replace it by.
tris,
The masculine word can also ends with
Et.
And in this case, you have to replace it by.
R,
By the way, don't forget the accent. Unfortunately, there are also exceptions, and in this case, the word changes radically. We have seen with
homme, femme.
man and woman that are completely different in French. In this situation, you need to learn it by heart. Alright, now it's time for you to practice with the exercises I prepared for you. The first exercise is to match the masculine and feminine words termination that I have taught you previously. Therefore, you can see 5 different masculine terminations on left, and 5 different feminine terminations on right. As always, if you want, you can write the answers on a paper, or in the comments section, whatever suits you the best. In that way, with the exercise, you can verify you are right, and at the same time, memorizing it a bit more. The first one in the exercise is and we have seen that the feminine termination is
On,
What about
En.
You have learned that the feminine termination is
N.
Let's move on to the next one. In which direction would you draw the line? The feminine of this termination is
R.
with an accent. Now it's time for you to find the next one. The termination changes quite a lot, and is transformed as.
Tris.
What about the last one of this page? It evolves too.
Euse.
Now, we are going to move to another exercise. A right or wrong exercise. What you have to figure out is if the word is masculine or feminine, and after that, verifying if the right determining article is written in front of it. Let's start with the word.
Mouvement.
According to you, is it right or is it wrong? It's wrong, because we have seen that all the words ending with
ment
are masculines. Therefore, we say,
un mouvement,
what about this new word?
un abricotier,
An apricot tree. Is it correct or not? I've taught you that all the trees are masculines, so we can conclude that it's correct. Let's move on to
la chimie,
chemistry. What did I say about sciences? It's correct, because we have seen that sciences are feminine except calculation and the right. The last one is
le saveur,
do you think it's correct? This one is wrong, because the words ending by
heure,
are feminine except.
le bonheur, le malheur, le labeur.
Alright. So, it's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it's the case, you can press the like button, subscribe to receive notifications when I post new videos, and also share this video with people interested in learning French. Thank you for watching. See you soon.